Attention, please.
This uploading is only for educational purpose.
No intention to infringe copyrights.
Learning English with subtitles GPITRAL.
Follow us.
We shouldn't fight, Peter. This is silly. Call off the Indians and the lads so we can join forces. We were a team once. We can join forces again, only this time it'll be different. This time we'll be partners. Isn't that what you always wanted? Stand with me, Peter. As my equal, my friend, and together we'll rule over London. Peter. Take my hand, Peter.
Peter lifts his head, looking at Jimmy.
You lied to me. My whole life!
Peter flies over, pulling his dagger out of the rock. They duel again. The boys are still launching rocks with the pirates firing their guns.
Be careful! You might hit Peter!
Peter kicks Jimmy away.
Coming back down to earth.
Down to your level. I'm gonna beat you without any help!
Their fight continues on the platform. The pirates keep firing. Jimmy misses with a wild stab. Curly crawls forward with a thin bone dagger between his teeth. Starkey shoots, causing the other youngsters to duck.
Curly, look out!
Dropping the blade, Curly kicks the pirate off the platform. Starkey and other pirates fire again, with Curly ducking for cover. Peter holds down Jimmy's blade, but Hook punches him instead. Jimmy misses a number of times with his sword. He then kicks the hat at Peter and spins around, striking out with his weapon. Holding his dagger up to defend himself, Peter cuts off Jimmy's hand. Jimmy drops to the ground in agony. Jimmy's hand falls down at high speed into the water below. A huge crocodile-like creature swims along and eats it. Peter looks shocked at what he has done.
Finish me off.
No, I'm not like you.
Come on! Bring him on!
Never. My father's watch.
The maniacal Jimmy reaches into his pocket for the watch. He throws it at Peter, hitting him on the head. Peter's eyes roll back and he falls off the platform.
Oh, Peter!
The watch lands in the water and is gobbled up by the crocodile. Starkey looks over at the glowing orb.
Enough of this. Out of my way!
Tinkerbell's shockwave knocks Starkey back. Peter realises he's falling and stops himself before he hits the water. Summoning up some energy, he flies upwards. Stalactites start falling from the ceiling.
It's coming down! It's coming down!
An enormous spike falls on the pirates, taking the ridge and them with it. Peter spies Tinkerbell lying on the platform, not moving. The orb drops out of its hole, landing in Peter's hands. More rocks fall from above and Aya runs off.
Tinker.
Peter picks her up gently, putting her into his pocket. He stands up and flies off with the orb. Jimmy is still in a lot of pain. Shial and the boys run out of the cave.
Run! Get out of it!
The boys fall onto the grass and Aya makes it out. A cloud of dust pours out of the cave entrance and Aya falls onto the grass, looking back with concern.
Come on, Peter.
A large number of rocks fall, blocking the cave entrance. Curly runs over to Aya.
Where's Peter?
sorry.
A small spider crawls along its web. By the edge of a cliff, the Caw have a funeral ceremony for the men that have died. Aya stands next to her father. Wrapped in cloth, the 4 bodies are raised up on beds made of branches. The holy man walks past the bodies, dropping some mineral dust on each one. Heads bowed, the 5 boys stand together wearing patterned Caw gowns. The 4 bodies rise up off the beds and burst into flames. The 5 boys return to the tribe's village looking disheartened. Tutul stops and slightly speaks to him.
What? Is this our home for the rest of eternity? What will we do with ourselves?
A gift for your bravery.
Paddles. Thanks, I've always wanted one of these.
Not just our paddle twins. There's a canoe to go with them. Now that the last of the pirates have been banished to the outer islands, the sea is safe.
Thank you, Aya. What's that noise?
Sounds like...
In a smart suit, Peter appears from behind a totem pole playing the flute.
Hello, lads! How'd you get out of the cave? The orb took a bit of a knock.
You went back to London?
Yep, and I got you all something.
He opens a leather bag.
One of their newfangled penknives for you slightly. The Arabian Nights for Mr. Toots. The Greenwich Mountain Compass for you nibs. Curly? Monica.
Curly smiles.
And Foxton's Pocket Encyclopedia for you twins. 2 copies. And new shoes for everyone.
And the orb?
Buried under 1,000 tons of earth, I expect.
How did you get back then?
I paid a visit to Flood's friends. When they weren't looking, I borrowed their orb and hid it in a part of London no one would ever think to look. Why, Peter?
Peter looks at Tinkerbell.
Because I promised a friend I'd keep the aliens away.
But why did you come back? Now you're stuck here.
I wasn't going to leave you snipes to have all the fun without me.
What fun?
Are you mad? Neverland is filled with adventures. We haven't even scratched the surface. There's a million islands, with a different adventure on each and every one. And do you know what the best part is? We never have to grow up. We can do whatever we like, live by our rules, with no adults here to cheat us. This is our world, pure and fair. Now I'm going off to look for a secret camp. All who's with me, raise your right hand and shout, Neverland!
Neverland!
Here. Look. Where's the shadow?
Peter looks surprised. Marooned on the cave platform, Starkey drops a stone and counts, listening for a splash.
Landed in the water. I think.
We have to jump. It's our own chance.
Lying against a rock, Jimmy does not respond.
So, my friend,
Starkey touches Jimmy's arm, causing him some pain.
if we get out of this alive, what will you use for a hand? Hook.
The wild-eyed Jimmy turns his head and stares threateningly. The end.